Yo, we talking about groceries on FBA. Yo, easy. Yeah. J to the O, the Mayos. Groceries on FBA. What you know about that? Step your game up, suck it.
For Prime Day tomorrow, I know I am. I already bought a bunch of stuff that were deals on. So, you should have been sending in all you can. We sold about triple, give or take, what we were selling the days around it. So it's definitely a big deal. And they really didn't make much of a big deal about it. Customers didn't think it was a big deal. So everyone thought, Prime really did it the last minute. It's just a couple weeks head start. And, so most people didn't expect much to be going on, but, this year they say there's 100,000 products. I'm assuming that's probably only 100,000 items that are going to be, eligible, and they're going to be promoting. But they're going to be posting deals every 5 minutes. So, there should be a ton of stuff to buy. We've been watching, already added a bunch of stuff to our watch list, which is very easy to do if you have the Amazon app. We can probably go over that, but you just go and you can look at the ones that you like and set a notification, and you'll get a notification that pops up as soon as it's available. Let me see if I've got. I can turn it on and show you guys how to do it. Still have that on the phone. Let's see here. Airplay. Mirroring done. I guess we're working, and I always think I can click on the screen to do stuff on my phone once that pops up. That never works out right. So let me just try and share that now. I assume everybody has the Amazon app on their phone, so we don't have to go over that. So let's try and share that screen. Here we go. iPhone, and hopefully you see my phone. There's going to be a ton of stuff that's good for Amazon flips. Of course, I would look at it on Keepa. I mean, we've seen stuff already. I mean, I've already bought stuff today on a couple of accounts that were 60, 70% off. Tons of stuff, 50% off. And I'll go over the list of what they've said. On these name brand toys, I think 65% off on, shoes. But we'll go over this. I was really watching the stuff for today, so I don't have a whole lot right now that is upcoming. So I guess the first thing you should do is make sure in your settings, so if you just hit the settings button and go to your account, there's an option down here. Somewhere. Of course, I lose it when I really need it. Oh, it might be under settings again. I showed like 5 people how to do this today. right menu? Oh, sorry. I'm not on the right menu. So you go down to settings, not your account, and click on notifications. And down here at the bottom, make sure that you're watched and watch. I can't click on things to highlight. Do you still see my screen? Okay, it was just pop up. You don't see. All right. So where it says you're watched and watch listed deals, this one right here. I'll turn it on and off so you can see it. This one should be on when it's got the orange. That means it's on. And then you'll get notifications when a deal goes live. I think it tells you about 10 minutes beforehand, and then when it actually goes live. So if you just click here on Prime Day on today's countdown deals, then you can see a lot of the stuff that's coming up. Now this will take me to these deals, but these are just the summer deals. Let me try going back to the main page. See all the stuff I've been buying. I did most of these on the computer. Okay, so I don't know why it's only showing me basic essentials now. Doesn't even make sense. Here we go. So these are the live ones. Lightning deals you can't use. And it took me back to the same page. Well, I don't know. I don't want to waste so much time going over that. But I'll post a link to all of that later in the group because for some reason it's not. It was on the front page on the app earlier, and now it's not. So here's some of the deals that they are going to have. Fire tablets are going to be $33. Amazon Echoes, $50. Fire sticks, or save $50 on Amazon Echo, save $30 on the Fire Stick, $15 on the Fire TV Stick, save $30 on the Kindle Paperwhite. Obviously, these aren't things that you're going to be able to resell on Amazon, but if you need them for yourself or for your business, it's definitely the best deal that I've ever seen on those. And then they're going to have 50% off on toys, including Nerf, Barbie, Fisher-Price, and more. 50% off on electric shavers, hair tools, 30% off on clothing, shoes, jewelry, watches, 60% off on athletic shoes, and then a ton more stuff. And what we're going to be doing is watching Slick Deals. They usually have, the fastest and best deals, and then users can thumbs up and thumbs down the deals. So the hottest, best deals are always going to be at the top for the ratings. So when you just monitor that that page when you're looking for the Prime Day, which I have the link right here that I'll share in the chat. So that's the link for the message board on Slick Deals, where they where everybody votes up and down the deals. So users post the deals. If you're not used to using Slick Deals, they're going to post the deals, and then people are going to thumbs up or thumbs down them. So a lot of the popular ones. I mean, even last night I was up in the middle of the night, and they had about 4 a.m. a 3D printer that sold out in about 6 minutes. So it doesn't tell you how many there are. It just tells you the percentage it was sold out. But I was looking at it. I think it was 400 and something, and the deal was for somewhere around $160. You know, so even before the deal, the Prime Day, you know, stuff is selling out quick if the prices are good enough. And you know, you can see the stuff ahead of time. You're not going to know how much the discount is until it goes live, but you can look at, you know, the same things that I teach you to look at on any other deal, is to look and see, you know, what the, you know, if it's just from Amazon, because there's a lot of third-party people that are going to have deals for Prime Day. But you know, it doesn't matter. You know, if it's Amazon selling it, you know, see how often Amazon sells out. If it's third-party sellers, then of course, you know, you can easily compete with them. So either way, you know, do your research, look it up on Keepa, you know, and decide how much you can afford to pay. You're not going to know, you know, they don't publish the discount until it's ready to go. And you know, if you're a Prime user, not everything, you know, on Prime Day is, you know, only going to be for Prime. They do a lot of deals that are, you know, and I don't know why, you know, almost everything that's on Prime, you're going to be able to use your business account for. So, I mean, when I say Prime, you know, you can't use Prime for doing resale, but you can use your business account. And, you know, about 95 to 98% the last time they said anything about it was you could use those your business account to order stuff for Prime. You just have to spend at least $49 instead of having no minimum like you do with your Prime account. So, you know, when I say Prime, don't, you know, worry that, you know, you can't buy it. You know, it just means that you should be using your business account and not, you know, of course, not a Prime account to buy for resale. You know, but there's a lot of stuff that we're going to buy for our own business. Of course, that we can use our Prime account, but if we can use our business account, we're just going to do that anyway. So, do your research with Keepa, you know, see the price history, see what you're going to be able to sell it for. And then when it goes live, you know, if that price is going to be in the range of what you can sell, then that's what you should be, you should be buying. So I'm going to send one other link. This is the main Slick Deals page. Now, this isn't going to be everything on Amazon. Some of this will be from other stores, but you know, there's so many people. Walmart is competing hard against Amazon for this time. Right now, they're doing free shipping on everything, no matter the size of the order. You don't have to spend $50 or, you know, any of that crazy stuff they do. So, you know, and there's a ton of other stores that are competing. They want, you know, to compete with that money, and Amazon is competing with them. So, you know, you never know how Amazon's going to be repricing because they, you know, they could be repricing to compete with Walmart, and they're not worried about you as a third-party seller. You know, and why did they just drop $30 under your price? And that's going to be why. And we posted that. And here's another one. And of course, throughout the day, you know, we're going to have this thing up. I've been DS like crazy today from Walmart. Yeah, Walmart's been running a ton of crazy good deals today, so and for the last few days. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to be doing, and a couple things we're doing that I don't know if you're running product ads, but we've done several videos on product ads, and we're running automatic ads on all of our basically everything in our store for tomorrow. And we've manually gone in and repriced stuff like I've been saying to do for the last couple of weeks. So hopefully you're ready to make sales. I'm pretty much going to let things go on autopilot, and hopefully if you've done things right, then you shouldn't have any problems, at least doubling or tripling whatever you're selling. Now I'm really going to try and focus on seeing what we can buy, because there's going to be a ton of good deals. They want those customers. Amazon's doing radio, and I don't know about radio, but TV and print ads. I've been seeing them all over our television. So they're trying to get those new Amazon customers in there. They have the 30 days free. They're telling people just, come and sign up, get your 30-day free trial and cancel it. And the good thing about Amazon is you can cancel your trial as soon as you sign up, not like other places, where you have to wait or cancel, when you're ready to cancel. With Amazon, you can sign up and immediately cancel it, and you're still going to get your free 30 days. Oh, drop shipping from, okay. Not a big fan of that, but okay. Yeah, okay, so radio ads on the iPhone apps, yeah. So they're advertising like crazy. They're trying to get those new customers. They don't care how much money they lose to get a new customer. They'll spend, hundreds of dollars to get a single new customer, because they know once somebody is a prime customer, they're going to stay that way for life, and they're going to have their children and their children's children as customers. So that's what Amazon is doing. They're in it for the long term. They're there for the long haul. So they're not worried about losing a little bit of money. And if you buy some, then you buy some. But as long as you follow the rules, you can get in on those deals as well. So yeah. So I don't want to blow the whole webinar talking about that. But if anybody has any questions or anything you want to worry about as far as Prime Day, definitely get your repricers in line, check your items, make sure you're ready to buy. And the next thing I want to talk about is, if nobody else had any other questions, is a few things. Tactical arbitrage, if you haven't tried it, you should really be trying it out. You get a 7-day discount, you get a 7-day trial. We've been building the course and knocking out, at least a few more videos every day, which you have access to in the Mastermind site. They have a great Chrome extension, and a couple other people have put them out as well, that will check your variations on things like clothing and shoes or anything else that shares an ASIN. And you're going to be able to really see which percentage of the total is from each variation now, where it used to be just a lot of guesswork. So, if you haven't tried it, I definitely try it out. If you don't know how it works, log in. You already have access to it. We're just adding to it because so many people want it. More information. We've been building a ton of training videos. So, log into the Mastermind site, If you go up to the Mastermind Basic, there's all the courses we made, a course on Keepa, a course on OA X-ray, a course on tactical arbitrage that we're still building. So go in there and start checking out what it's about. It's a really great hands-off option that you can do a category or a whole list of categories for a specific store, and they support, I think, over 200 stores now. And it will scan every item, compare it to Amazon, and build you a list. So we've been doing a lot of that, and I've been having a lot of questions on shoes, so I'm going to go over here in a minute some things I found on tactical arbitrage, but it really doesn't matter, how you found the items, just how we would use the extension variation analyzer, and to see exactly how those items are comparing to other ones, and maybe finding items that we wouldn't think to be looking at, on a listing, because there's so many different options when you're looking at clothing and shoes that you might get mixed up, and especially if you're using the same, if you have a VA that's finding you items, or you're using tactical arbitrage, or you're using OA X-ray, or any of the other tools out there, you may not necessarily be looking at all the different variations, and sometimes it just gets overwhelming. If there's 10 different options, then you might just be looking at the one that came up and you found a match for, but a lot of the other options are could be just as good or better. And I do have the link here for the waiting list. Actually, if we turn it off active, this is only going to be for the things that are coming up. So now if you have the app installed, you can come here and select anything you're interested in. And let me post that link. So if you go here, this is on the Amazon page, and right now there's 8,354 upcoming deals. And all you have to do is click on Watch This Deal, and it's going to show up in the Amazon app when it goes live. So and there's a countdown timer. Like some of these are starting in like 35 seconds, and the time just keeps going up from there. And there's a lot of junk in there, but there's a lot of good stuff too. So let's go on over to and Valerie, can you, I'm going to show you our tactical arbitrage. Valerie, are you able to share the link for tactical arbitrage for the trial?
Yeah, for the trial for tactical arbitrage?
Yeah, the 7-day,
yep,
whatever the link is. Okay, so I'm in tactical arbitrage. We're not really going to go through how it all works, but basically you can upload a category from any store. I'm looking at Puma right now, because I knew we'd be talking about shoes tonight. And you also have an option to upload in bulk. So what I've done is I've uploaded a bulk list of categories. See, we can go to, at this website, some you need like a category ID code, which you can get yourself. But with Puma, you can just go find a category you like and select it and paste it in here, or you can upload a bulk file. So I've uploaded this bulk file list using their template. So what I've done is I've actually uploaded all of these categories. I'm searching 97 categories. So what it's going to do is search these one at a time, go through, and let me close that again. It's going to go through all of these, and when this category gets done, it's currently checking every product, 96 products in this category. When this one gets done, it'll go to the next one in the list. So I'm going to go over to some of the things we found. Looks like we found about 85 items already that meets my criteria. My criteria is under 100,000 and over 50% ROI, but you can fill all this stuff in, or any of it that you wish. And so these shoes are these. Now, some things, of course, don't match, but with Puma, it's doing UPC matching. But obviously, somebody that created it did not do a very good match on these balls, and they just keep popping up for me. So one of the good things here is it can go through and look for what could be another match just using these arrows. So if it's a mismatch, you don't have to delete it. You can also click Edit ASIN, and you can put the correct ASIN in if you have that. And you can also click here and search by this title, or it'll actually search by the source title. So here's a good example. Here's some pants that are in closing. Sales rank 71,000, which isn't bad. The buy price is 30. It says the sell price is 60, but I think it might be a little bit more than that. So you're getting a 55% ROI. And it says there's 3 sellers on this, but that's on the complete listing. So we can just click on, we can click here and we can go look at it on Amazon. And we're going to look over here. The biggest issue, if you're not too big into closing the shoes yet, is when you find a deal on a pair of shoes or clothing, they may not have a whole lot of sizes because this is marked down from 60 to 30. But okay, so this is a good example. This isn't a good example. Sometimes you only have 1 or 2 sizes of shoes, or maybe 1 size of clothing. But here you have basically everything but medium. I'm expecting, and you can see there's 2 different variations here. So this other one may have some stuff worthwhile too. We can see the color is high risk red. So if we go to the Amazon listing, there's actually 5 variations. There's the black, which I believe is what is over here. I don't know if that was the black or not. So that is the black. And while we're here, we'll look at the options. So actually, there's every size here, assuming it stops at 3X. So every size in black and everything but medium in the red. Now, every variation, every size, since it's just individual sellers selling it, unless it's Amazon, could have it could have a different price. So as we can see here, the pricing goes from $41.01 to $69. So I see there's a red and there's a high risk red. So it could be the same product, but we don't know that. So I'm going to select the high risk red, and this is excellent. It's sold out of every size except the 3XL. And if we look at the red, it's sold out of the 2X, the 3X, and the small. So if we select the 3XL, for example, we can see it's selling for $69. So it's an even better price than what we've seen. And if we go back to tactical arbitrage, so instead of 69, the payout is going to be probably somewhere around 50, and will probably be a 60% ROI. So that's great, and there's a lot of sizes that are missing. So we would definitely be interested in buying some of those. And okay, so if we go over here now and look at, this was black. There's no 3X, but there is a 3X available to buy. So this is only selling for $43. The retail price, as we can see, is 60, so we can sell it for at least 60. And we already know selling it at 60 is its MSRP is 55% ROI. So I mean, it's not great ROI, but if you're only buying one of each size, and especially when sizes are completely sold out, then there's very little risk. I will almost always buy a product that has none available on Amazon, because people have probably already bought it. If there's a listing, if there's a variation for it, then people have already bought it, or people must have taken it out of their inventory. So usually it means that somebody's already bought the product. And as you can see, this is just from searching one store. I mean, we don't have all 85 items from this store. We were looking at some other stores too, but I mean, in however long it's been, as you can see, some of these don't match. Some of these we'll have to remove, but this could be a variation. This is a great shoe we were looking at before, 85% ROI, basically the same deal. And with the variation checker, since we already have this up, we might as well take a look. So I'm just going to go over to Chrome and pull up our Chrome extension. As you can see, this last button is for the tactical arbitrage product variation, and it works pretty simply. If you're not using one of these yet, I definitely suggest you find something. If you're not using tactical arbitrage, and you don't want to use it for, I couldn't understand why, but if you don't want to use it, then I believe they have just the research script for somewhere around $7 a month. So it's okay. So it's saying there's only one page of reviews for all the variations here. We found some that have 20 or 30 pages on more popular shoes, and we'll look at another popular shoe just to get a better look at. Okay, there's no variance. So it's not many reviews on this. So let's just go ahead and look at a shoe. Let's pull up a popular shoe so we can, this don't have many reviews either, but we'll just find a popular shoe that we can take a look at. We're having a huge storm here right now, so we've been lucky that we haven't lost power yet. So this one, as you can see, there's a ton of different sizes and styles. We're 5, 9, so it looks like there's about 36 different sizes or styles and a ton of sizes. So if we go ahead and click on this variation analyzer, there's 523 pages of review. I've never seen anything nearly this big. So it'll probably take a few minutes for that to run. But what it's going to do is analyze all the variations on whatever listing you're looking at. It's going to look at every of all the reviews. It's going to count up for each size and style, color, whatever however it's organized, and then it's going to tell you the number and the percentage of all the reviews of the total. So you can see that this color tangerine in whatever it is, in size 16. In tangerine, it'll tell you the percentage of the total, and it will also tell you, just one second. It's also going to tell you the percentage of the total that each one of these colors has. And then it'll tell you the percentage of the total each size has in every color and each style has in every size. So then you can go back and look at your source and see what else is available in tangerine, if tangerine is the most popular one. And we're still searching. Like I said, 500 pages is it's pretty crazy. Usually it takes a minute or two, usually we see, between 5 to 10 or 15 pages. And we come back to that. I hope that's, answered some of the questions on finding variations. We buy a ton of different variations and styles, but we're not buying a lot. I mean, I talked to somebody who was just starting out, and he said, he bought his first 3 products, and he bought 10 of each, and a couple of them tanked in price. But, even experienced sellers, even us, we, when we're doing online arbitrage, we're not usually buying 10 of something unless there's a good, a good history, and especially as many products as we're finding, we're buying anywhere from 1 to 3 of something. And then if it sells, maybe buying more. But you want a good spread. I mean, we usually have 20 to 2,500 different active SKUs at one time, and not, we have 20,000 items, but we don't have, it in 20 items. That doesn't make sense. The more products you have to sell, the better you're going to do. And the better chance you have of selling your product if it's spread out as wide as possible. Now, I mean, if you're finding a great deal on a good selling product, of course you buy a lot. But when you're finding so many of these reasonably selling products like shoes and clothing, then it's not going to work. Then don't go all in on any of these items. But I mean, we go through these these lists all day long. We have tactical arbitrage running. I have employees running, using OA X-ray, and of course we have VAs doing other, just sourcing on their own, manually, where, they might find 7 or 8 items an hour. And if you guys need a VA, we do have, some of our employees have some friends who have recently, become unemployed, or, their employers didn't need them, or whatever happened, but they're already trained in sourcing and whatever else. So, shoot me a PM if you really need a VA, and we can probably get something going for you. I've got a few that I've just, let work some hours just to keep them working until we can find something full-time for them. But, I've got a ton of VA, so I really don't need more. So, I mean, if it's something that somebody needs, then we definitely have them available. So these are not, oh, I guess yeah. I think it's just the way the picture was taken. These are definitely the same shoe. So we see what sizes, a bunch of sizes available: 7, 7.5, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, and 11. So we have this one selected, and then looks like 13 is sold out. So let's look at the 11. There's only one left in stock by this seller, and so it looks like there's 3 sellers here. Amazing Prime Deals, Amazing Merchants, but there's only a few there. So it's $42, and it's selling for $70. It says it's 82. So you're not quite going to be making 55% ROI on that. I mean, that's not something that I'm really happy with. There's probably some variations that are selling for that price, but we can look at, let's see, there's a blue and black. This is probably this one. Yeah. So that one's $49. And there are some sizes that are sold out: 7, 7.5, and 9.5. Okay, so there's only 4 sizes available right now. So 3 of the sizes that are available are actually completely sold out on Amazon. So you know, these are shoes that I would definitely be ordering. You know, at least 1 or 2 pair of. Okay, hey Pam, does Tactical Arbitrage come with the app you're talking about? So that Chrome extension that we were showing may be finished. You can buy that, and I'm not sure, like I said, what the price is on it. They also have a variation analyzer you can go straight to, and I think I just probably shouldn't have requested to do so many. But you can do the variation analyzer directly through them. They also have something on doing Amazon flips, where we found a ton of great flips from Amazon to Amazon that pulls information, which I really can't get into tonight. But if you do look at the course, you're going to see. If you look at the course, you're going to, we did do some videos on that. So if we look at the ASIN, okay, so you can go right inside the Tactical Arbitrage once you're subscribed, of course. Go to Products Variation, and you can paste your ASIN in, and the price to compare is the price of the source. Now, we were just looking up something, so if we look at, we say $40, so we don't want to fetch 523 pages, but if we do, let's say 20 pages, and this does the exact same thing that that extension does, except you have to paste your information in here. So, you know, if you want to try it out, of course, try that free trial. I mean, you know, I always say almost everything has a trial now. So, you know, like we do, we go and, of course, test everything out, you know, to find the best tools for you guys. But almost everything has a free trial. So if you don't like your repricer, if you don't like, you know, the one we recommended that most of you guys are using now, be cool, because it's so, you know, reasonably priced and I think easy to use. We left App Eagle, late last year because it was such an easy to use tool, and it was so much cheaper, especially for you guys. I mean, $100. I think if we were still in at $50 or $100 a month, and the starting price was like $200 for App Eagle. But Be Cool was doing the exact same thing, so we went over to that, and we probably tried a dozen repricers. But our clients are don't want to spend $200, especially when you're starting out. So we went over to Be Cool. We interviewed them. We talked to them. Todd was a beta tester for them since the beginning. But the thing is, try new tools. If you're happy with OA X-Ray, if you're using OA X-Ray, you're using something else to find products, you're paying a VA to do it, if you have 5 VAs, you can have one doing this and verifying the items and probably not even have to work full time. It's just something that's, tools get better as time goes on. People find ways to improve on what's currently out there. And I think that's what Tactical Arbitrage has done. It can go to the whole site, and now you don't have to look product by product. It looks at the whole category, downloads that information, compares it to Amazon, and shows you what the best deal is. And something might come out that's better than Tactical Arbitrage, and they can't keep up with them. And then we'll move on to a better tool. So we're always out there looking for the best tools that's going to save you guys the most amount of time. I think Tactical Arbitrage might be the best thing out right now as far as time saving. And, it is $99 a month, just like OA X-Ray. But, if you can't save that much money in time, then, you're probably not putting the effort into it to get going. We also sell lists that we've talked about, but those lists are, a complete category list. If you go to somewhere like the biggest one we found is Dick's Sporting Goods. It has almost 10,000 categories. So how long does it take you to go find, go look up every category and put 10,000 of them in a list, or have a VA do it? So we made that. You guys get 25% off, but you have a complete list of every category. So you can do it in segments, select one subcategory at a time, search that, and find those products, and you can completely search a whole store, eventually over time, of course, because it's looking at each item. But you don't have to go there and look at it. You have a you have a tool that's doing it while you're sleeping. It doesn't do it on the computer. It's not doing this on my computer. It's doing it on the servers. They're the ones connecting there. So you could turn your whole computer off and it's still going to run in the background. And it runs for up to 24 hours, and you can do up to 400 categories in a bulk list. So, it's taking all the work out of your hands. And that's, what, this is all about, taking and making your job easier. So, again, if it's the extension or the variation analyzer or the product search, do what is easier. And it may save you some time, might save you some employees or some VAs, but almost every tool has a free trial. So you have a 7-day free trial to use this. If you want to try out OA X-Ray, we build a whole course for that as well. And I believe if you use our link, you get 10-day free trial for that. So, try them all out. We still use OA X-Ray. We still use Tactical Arbitrage, of course. And, we have people manually out looking for stuff, and we have people in stores that are going up and down the aisle probably right now scanning items to buy. So, we do it all, but when you're first starting out, you don't have to do it all, of course. But yes, it does come with it. As you can see, that's why it would take so long. It was only doing 20 pages. It processes each page, and then it's going to pull all that information together, which it's almost done doing that now. While you're concerned about ranking in shoes, Sean, where do we find the excess product list that would be local that you aren't buying? I'm not sure I understand what you're asking, so. Oh, you were interested in the VA. Okay. Yeah, so we do vet them. We talk to them. We only deal with ones that say they're, experienced, that, one of our current VAs have, recommended, or they've trained, or, we're trained by them, something like that. So, Ted, if you could comment or send us a private message or whatever, the excess product list that would be local that we aren't buying. So I really don't understand that. We buy a ton of stuff, so anything that's worth buying, we usually buy. We do find, if you mean the complete list for using OAX, okay, so great, it came up. If you mean the list for tactical arbitrage, we do have those, and we have a discount code. Valerie can give you the discount code. It's 25% off of the price. And you can see all of our Gumroad lists at gumroad.com/Sean Mayo. So, especially stuff like this, and those deals, it doesn't matter if, especially the Amazon deals, because there's going to be a limit of 2 or 3 or 5 or, something like that on all of them. So even if 10 of us in our group or 20 sellers buy it, you're only going to have 3. The price isn't going to take very much in the time it takes you to sell 2 of an item or 1 of an item or 3 of an item, or, whatever that limit may be, or whatever you're buying here. You have a lot less of worry about finding things out when you have so little of each inventory. If you only have 1 of something, who cares if the price drops a little bit? But if you have 100 of them in stock, then you have to start worrying. So the ROI, of course, all says negative, but because I put in, I think, $40 as the buy price, and they're only selling for 25 to 30. So, but we did this to look at the variations. So as you can see here, it's showing now with so many variations, you're not going to see one that has 60%. This is showing you the percentage of the total. So there's probably a couple hundred. I mean, what did we see? I don't even remember, but there was dozens of different variations, and then all the different sizes of that. So this is showing, and so this makes this a significant number. 5.6% of the total is pretty significant. Of size 9 in women, or size 7 in men, color black. 5.6% of all the reviews was for this variation. Which is probably huge. So it's going to show you all of the exact variations. And then down here, it's going to show you what sizes are most popular. So size 9, women, 7 men, has 30 reviews out of the 20 pages that we looked at. So that's 15% of the total. Which is huge. So you should be looking at size 9s and size 8s and size 7s, and then size 13s and 12s. So it's showing you what the most popular of these are based on reviews. This is taking the number of reviews for each variation, and it's figuring out what percentage of the total. So if it has that percentage of reviews, it's probably going to be around the same percentage of sales. So that's the first section. The second section is going to take all of the colors. First, you have the complete variation. Then you have the percentage and count of all the sizes. And then the last one will be the actual variation. In this case, it's color or style or whatever it would be. So for the color, it's showing this black variation has 60 reviews, amounting for 30% And as you can see, there is a ton of different variations that actually got reviews. A lot of these may not have even had a single review. So if it's 30% of the total is black, then you should be finding more of them in the black, a variety of styles that, is still going to be worth selling. Then the next one is navy, and it drops off and it's down to 18%. And then khaki at 12% and chocolate at 11%. But you can see how important this information is, because you're seeing not only the exact variations that you should be buying, but it's also going to tell you the most popular sizes for this type of shoe, and it's going to tell you the most popular colors for this type of shoe. Okay, so yeah, we've been building quite a few courses in the background. You might not see a lot going on in the Mastermind Facebook group, but every time you get a chance, you should be looking at everything that's new on the website on SeanMayo.com. That's where your value is coming in. That's where there's all of the sourcing items for every day that we post. And historically, from the beginning of the year, half a dozen different courses are in there now. A complete course on how to use Keepa, which is, one of the most important things that you should know. A course on tactical arbitrage, a course on OA X-ray. We even built a course on how to make your own gumroad list. So if you start finding so many great deals that you're getting extras, you have more than you can actually buy, then it will teach you how to make your own lists, and we'll help you promote them. And we go through all about doing that, creating your own, your lists of, building a list of subscribers that you can promote to and sell to, creating those lists and have people, be affiliates for you and help you sell them, and you growing that list to be able to sell more of that information. So, and with tactical arbitrage, we're starting to, now there's over 200 sites, so, I don't expect it to be done anytime soon, but we are, we're actually building walkthroughs of every store, how to find those links, how to use, a list if there's a list for it, how to find the best cashback and discount gift cards, and you can enter that information when you're sourcing in tactical arbitrage. So at Puma right now, for example, you should always be, and I've made videos and I talk about this a lot, but you should always be looking for both cashback or gift cards. Some cashback sites won't give you cashback for if it's a gift card. But of course, whatever cashback site you're using, you should be, you should check and make sure about that. So there's some great stuff going on with Puma right now. So Puma has 13% cash back at Card Cash. So when you were doing sourcing at with tactical arbitrage, you could put 13% in here, right here, and it's going to compute that into everything you're searching. So that's a site called CardBear. You should be looking at CardBear before every gift card you buy, unless you're using the Christopher Grant's with it Rev ROI, which will automatically do it. You just click the button and it'll pop right up, which does the same thing as this. If you don't have that, go to cardbear.com and just enter whatever site you want to get a gift card for. The other one is Cashback Monitor. So this is for your cashback sites, and it does not only cashback sites, it does credit card rewards. It does travel miles and a bunch of other ones, that I don't even know how they work. So if we enter Puma in here, it's going to show us every site that supports Puma. So Top Cash Back is giving 11% right now. Discover Deals is 10%. Then these are all travel mile things from airlines or mostly airlines, but some hotels and things like that. And credit card points, how many points to the dollar you're getting, which some of those are pretty good. And then any other things, swag bucks and some of the other stuff out there. So now you got 11% off there. You can enter that here. So if those are compatible with gift cards, now you're at an extra 24% off on these deals that we're already finding, which I didn't enter any of this in. So you probably could be finding, double or more the amount of items if you enter that 24 extra percent that you'd be getting. So those two sites are really imperative to what you're doing, because now if you have a 50% ROI that you need and you're getting an extra 24% back, or even if it's 10%, or Walmart usually has 3 to 5%, and then maybe 1 or 2% of the cashback site. But right now, everybody is trying to compete with Amazon tomorrow, so now's the time to be buying everywhere. But I know Walmart was doing pretty good. See, right now Walmart's got 5% cash back. Let's Discover Deals, UPromise. I love using UPromise. That's probably my top one to use, UPromise and Ebates. But we've registered at almost every one of these that we can. Some of them, you can't. We don't use. I think we do have a city card, but some of these you have to have, a credit card or, something specific like the Discover Deals. You have to be a Discover card member. So you can use 5% cash back here, and then 5%, if you're getting a 5% gift card, 3%, it makes a big difference. So when you're getting that extra 10%, everyone, if you need 50% ROI and the other guy needs 50% ROI, and they're not using these gift cards, so now you have an extra 10%. That means you only need, it's not going to be an extra 10% you're saving. It might be 41, 42% ROI now to get that 50% ROI. So now you could have hundreds or thousands of items, across a whole store that are now within your qualifications that still may not be in your competition. So now you found a product that a lot of your competition can't afford to buy just by using these discount gift cards, which takes a minute to buy, and they send you a digital card to your email, and that's it. And then you just enter it when you check out. So I see we're way over our time. So no more last minute questions. We'll see you next week. We do have a great webinar coming up. I think it's on the 20th. It's on a Wednesday. Valerie, do you have the information on that? And it's a guy we ran into that has he sells. I mean, I haven't really looked into it, but he says he sells about $7 million a year on Amazon. But he does. He's created a website similar to maybe Upwork, where he finds and trains VAs for you, and then the VAs cost between $5 and $50 an hour. I really can't hear you, Valerie.
Are you talking about Nathan Hirsch?
Yeah. What's the name of the what's the name of his business?
It is
So it's his name's Nathan Hurst. I'm in
have to go
Tampa, and
look.
he's over in Orlando. And he started this website that he trains VAs to do a lot of
Free Up. That's what it
website
is.
maintenance,
Freeup.com.
the maintenance for your Amazon business. They're already pre-trained, and then you hire them just for what you need. So you're not going to have to worry about training. And even if you want somebody for product sourcing or something like that, they're not going to be pre-trained for that. But they're already going to be they're going to be vetted, and they're going to be trained to know exactly what the kind of things that you need to do. People that may have experience in product sourcing, but not exactly to do Amazon. But he's going to find those people that are open to work for you, open to do what you need to do, and they're going to work for him. And you'll just be able to pay them by the hour of what you need. So he's going to come, and we're going to interview him, and you can get all your questions answered. And yeah, it's called Free Up. It's
I have 3 E's.
July 20th. So I'm pretty excited about that. And he has, and he's focusing on Amazon sellers. He has people who are experts on, Amazon and eBay, and, just do customer service and marketing, and VAs specifically trained for, the things that we need as Amazon sellers, working on your accounts. And, he has all those people already trained, and you're just going to have to pay them by the hour. You're not going to have to weed through 100 applicants on Upwork. It may cost a couple dollars more an hour, but I mean, how many hours of training do you have to do, to make up that little bit of difference, especially if you don't need, a long-term employee. So you don't have to train them, for something that you're only going to need for a short period of time. I'm actually quite excited to, to see what they can offer. And I've already spoken to quite a few Amazon sellers and, people in the Amazon business that have already used him. So we'll see how that goes, and definitely come with any questions you may have. They do start at $5 an hour. He does have some, I think, sometimes that are a little bit less, but he has people who can list for you on eBay if that's something you've been wanting to get into. Transfer your items from Amazon the US to other platforms. If you want to start listing your stuff on UK or Japan or any of those countries, he can have people who can help you translate your listings, or just list your stuff from Amazon to eBay, or eBay to Amazon and merchant fulfill, or any of those kind of things he can help with. So I'm pretty excited for that. Sign up for that up at the top of the if you go to the Facebook group, up at the top under events, you'll be able to sign up for that. It's an actual webinar, so it won't be one of these, but